Summer has come and gone, and it's almost time to wake up Green Day. Welcome to Max Wrestling. I am your captain, along with El Jefe, Moses Marquez, and we are fresh from a wild summer's end last week. Does anybody have pay-per-view fatigue? Because we sure do. But we're going to be looking at TNA's NXT Invasion and Tony Khan's major announcement last night on Dynamite Plus, All Out's Fallout. But coming up tonight, the Promo Climax continues in its fifth week with one first-time match and one rematch from the Golden Gauntlet. In Block A, Capone returns for his second outing as he takes on the current Knowledge Champion Ted P. Dinero. And in the Butcher Block, El Jefe himself is in action, and his opponent is the Desolator, Chris Reid.
So many nicknames, goodness gracious. We will also get the results of last week's Promo Climax matches between Beard, Cypher, and Blade Rodriguez in AT Wrestler. So make sure you are making Max Wrestling your new home for all things wrestling. And all you got to do is tickle that like button and smash the subscribe button. For those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, head on over to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is you get your podcast. And, of course, for a whole lot of links and another place to vote, by the way, it's not just the fucking Facebook, but a second place to vote is maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. And, of course, make sure you are part of the Max Wrestling post show after match, where the voting goes down for the next, what is it, 7 weeks? Is it 7 weeks?
We're almost halfway.
Hosted by our very own Flex Murdoch, a.k.a. Corey, a.k.a. Cypher, a.k.a. whatever his name is this week as well. These guys with this North Carolina name changes. You never know who's going to show up. You never know who's going to change their name. You never know what's going to go down. So you got to be there. Make sure it's what's the old-fashioned saying, scan and go after the show. Hit the QR code.
Yeah.
It's right there somewhere.
Before we begin, now let's get the results of last week's Climax bouts. They were AT Rustler versus Blade Rodriguez for the first time ever, and Beer versus Cypher in a long-running, continuous feud. The difference between the votes are the same in both matches, so your winners of both matches with 75% of the votes.
Damn.
In Block A is Beer, and in Block B is AT Rustler. So AT comes onto the board with his first 3 points, joining Moses in second place. And in the Butcher Block, Beer takes a solo lead with his 6 points. Wait, he's not in the Butcher Block. Block A, sorry. He's on top of Block A with 6 points.
Up the Beer. I said it last week. I'll say it this week. That's the guy. That's my guy I'm pulling for. I know you're right here. I know you're in this block. But I said it once, but I've said it again. My dream at the end of this is for Big Dog versus Big Dog to go down at the end of the climax. Now, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, that's cool too. Either way, I'm still rooting for the fella. Mm-hmm. Glad he's up. Good on AT Wrestler to get some 3 points. It is a round robin tournament. You can start slow and come back strong. It's happened before. Now, everybody doesn't have to do the Okada run, where you win it all and maybe you lose one match and oh my god, that's a match we're going to set up for 7 months down the road type of shit, because that's how they did it in Japan. But it's going to be it's going to be fun.
And also, I think after this week, everybody will have had 2 matches, and we've still got 6 weeks to go, so there's plenty of time to get some points back.
Yes, there is.
All right, WrestlePalooza was.
I was saying it just like that all fucking weekend. Jesus. Hey, man, you're going to watch the WrestlePalooza? And they're like, who? You don't know about the WrestlePalooza? All
right. It was a Saturday night's main event in disguise.
It fucking was. Oh, my God.
Not that it was bad. It just...
They're charging people $30 a month for this bullshit.
Yeah, this wasn't worth that. It was nothing spectacular. Brock...
And that's being nice.
Brock and Cena opened the show, which took me by surprise. I thought it was going to be the main event. And there's kind of 2 ways to look at it. 1, waste of time. 2, as Triple H described it, Cena's on his retirement run. He's not what he used to be, whereas Brock is still, even though he's been out of the game for a couple of years, Brock is he's still Brock. He can still do some damage. So in kayfabe mind, Triple H's mind, it made sense that Brock just bodied Cena. Brock is in tremendous shape. I will give him that.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. I've been hearing everybody's like he's bigger than ever. I don't think he's bigger than ever as a guy who's been watching. Excuse me. A lot of bodybuilding over the years. I'm not like crazy about it like Vince is or whatever, but to watch it over the years. No, what it is he's trim. He's leaned out. He's wide like that because his fucking stomach is his waist is so narrow. He looked like a literal freak. We always talk about how freak of a nature or freak of that he really truly is, athletic freak, whatever, genetic freak even. Sorry, Scott Steiner. But I forget how he's in his 40s still. He's not 50 something, right? He's still in his 50s, Brock. I'm pretty sure he's still in his 40s. And he looked, again, like you said, he looked tremendous. We know his athletic prowess. Oh, nice. Okay. We know his athletic prowess. We know his background in the UFC. We know his collegiate wrestling style, the whole whatever. You know what I mean? We know that he's that dude. But did we really need to like this? I mean, I know why you did it, but did we need it for 8 minutes? If he's that big of a fucking freak that he can dominate John Cena, it took John Cena 8 minutes to die. He's not that big and scary of a monster then. If you really want to play it that way, Papa H, that's just how I could be the asshole too. This should have went no longer than 5 minutes. No longer than 5 minutes, and that's stretching that. I still think it should have went like 3. That's what I should have. I didn't say that in the review from the boys, which is going to drop after this, by the way. But that's what I should have said. This match should have went no longer than 3 minutes, and it went like almost 9. Ridiculous.
I'm trying to. Which SummerSlam did he face Cena where he just suplexed him like 16 times?
Was it 2014?
Yes. How long was that match? Because it was literally suplex, F5 done. That one was 15 minutes, almost 16.
You're fucking kidding me. You're kidding me. It was 15 minutes? That one was 15 minutes of him getting to... Oh, God. And then this one felt like 15 minutes, and it went 8:50.
Yeah. And it kind of did the same job. It was just Brock murdering Cena and then making kids cry.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I laughed at
a whole new generation of kids crying at John Cena losing or getting his ass kicked.
I was going to say, that was 11 years ago. Those motherfuckers have jobs and maybe children at this point.
Now their children are crying.
Right? They're like, what happened to John? This happened to me. And they're all both crying on the couch. That's a little father-son moment.
Now then, forever together.
There we go.
I guess it did kind of make Cena remind us that Cena's human because I think his only loss in this retirement run has been to Cody.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not getting Super Cena exactly. He's won most of his matches, but he's still a human being, and Brock Lesnar just killed him again.
Yeah, but I think it set it up where it set it up exactly like it did in 2014, where you have to slay the beast, and that'll make all the kids happy.
Yeah, that was.
And then watch him go make another season of Peacemaker. You make the kids happy, and then you're talking about punching dicks. Peacemaker, I love it.
That was another reminder too, because again, we haven't seen Brock in a couple of years, so that was just reminding us that this is a beast. He will run over people.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
No idea what's next for Brock. We do know, however, that Cena's going to be facing AJ Styles one more time at Crown Jewel in Perth.
Hashtag beat up John Cena.
It kind of took me by surprise because I didn't think he had that many matches left, 2 or 3. And I'm sure he'd already said like he wasn't going to get a chance to face AJ. That's why he was doing the Styles Clash and stuff. And now...
I'm sure this guy is like saying, fuck it. Because he knows the end is the end is nigh. He's like, nope, we're going, baby, we're going. Don't book me on no shows. Don't book me in no movies. Like I'm telling you, this cat might go fucking like full time and start wrestling on Raws and shit. I just got this feeling that come November, we're gonna see him on Raw probably at least a couple of times.
Yeah. To be honest though, the build up to Brock and Cena kind of sucked because they were never on the same show together apart from which one was it when he faced Logan Paul?
Survivor Series.
Wait, no, there was one where Cena was in a match and then Brock came back and then dropped him. It was one of the last PLEs.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I think it was Saturday Night's Main Event. Somebody's gonna shout it out at me anyway.
Was it? It's a Chris Reid answer.
Yeah, he'll be in the comments. Thank you very much for your answer. But yeah, other than that, the one when Brock returned initially and dropped Cena, and then that one attack, they shared no screen time together until the match. Cena was on an episode of SmackDown, and then Brock was on SmackDown the following week looking for Cena, even though we knew Cena wasn't going to be there. And instead, he got a face-to-face with Truth.
Nice.
It was just a complete miss with the build-up.
Yeah.
Because there was no build-up.
Cena. Ron always said Ron Cena. Okay, it still gets me.
Yeah. Apparently, Cena's also requested to face Dominic Mysterio before he retires, which I like. Dom's really coming up.
Yeah, he did screw his dad out of fucking WWE Championship, or a lengthy title run, I should say.
Yeah.
Why not?
But yeah, that should be a nice superstar making match for Dom.
Superstar. Good episode.
If he gets to win too. What if Dom's his last opponent? We were talking last week who it could be, and I thought Drew McIntyre would be a good choice. But
I think it's pretty concrete. It's got to be Brock now.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see another match.
I'm with you, dude. Trust me, I'm with you. I don't know if that's exactly what I want to see. I'm pretty sure that's not what I want to see, but they're making us want to see that. I could be that asshole and give you some like cool perspective view on why Dominic should be a great last opponent. He's the current AAA Mega Champ, IC Champ. The guy's a fucking champ in 2 different companies. He's literally taking over for his dad to the fullest of extent, even though I think his dad still technically wrestles, which is weird. I think it'd be great. And again, as we say it's you make a star. Make a star. And if as you're, and I know everyone's gonna say yes, but do you remember when he took on Sami Zayn?
Yes.
And do you remember when the NXT faithful were like, "Oh, you guys have no idea how good he is," and he looks stupid, and then fucking him versus John happened, and everybody's like, So I like ska music now, and I'm like, exactly. You're welcome.
We do know Cena's last match will be at Saturday Night's Main Events, December 13th in Washington. So there's no real clues as to who it could be.
Fuck no.
Like there's no home advantage for anybody. At this point, it literally could be anybody. But it seems weird that he's retiring on Saturday Night's Main Events instead of like a big PLE.
Yeah. I was like, why not like Survivor Series? Why? I mean, granted, I could be that asshole because I live here. Why not finish in San Diego? You know what I mean? But I don't know, maybe he's got a lot of bad memories here. The whole Nikki Bella and him thing, living on the beach.
Oh yeah, let's not drag that up. What else happened? I think the highlight for me at WrestlePalooza was Stephanie Vaquer getting her women's title. Thoroughly deserved. And the match was great too.
Oh, fantastic.
Great match between the two of them.
Fucking work.
Now, I saw a few complaints about the mixed tag before I saw the match.
I was like, complaints about this one? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I fucking loved it. Good job on Stephanie. It's a great move for the division too. I'm telling you, it's a great move for the division. And God bless the cameraman. I'll just leave it at
that. Yeah, so I've seen some criticism of AJ and Punk against Seth and Becky, and this was before I saw the match for myself. So I went into it with not high expectations. And when I finally did see the match, initially I wasn't sure what people were talking about because it was going okay. Seth and Becky were doing the heel thing, making sure AJ wasn't tagged in for a long period of time.
Long time.
And then AJ got tagged in. She was great, moving really, really well.
Yeah.
And then at some point, the match just broke down. And it was just a clusterfuck. And everybody kept getting involved. And at one point, Jessica completely forgot, or everybody kind of forgot, who was legal in the match. Because I'm pretty sure it was the women. And then Punk tried to cover Seth, and she counted. He kicked out. And then immediately after, AJ tried to cover Becky, and she counted again. So, like, who do you think is legal? You can't just count both. Anyway, it just kind of fell apart in, like, the last 10 minutes.
But see, that's also one of the other big issues that I had with this match was it went damn near 30. And no, it did go 30. It went 30 minutes. This match did not need to go 30 minutes. The build-up was perfect. The keeping AJ out of the match was perfect. Her hot tag was perfect. All of it added up. And then like you said it perfectly, it just broke down. And I don't know if it's all on the ref or if it was just a matter of it peaked. I think that was another thing that, again, I didn't talk about in the review. I think that it had peaked at a point, and once it got past that point of peaking, I don't want to say we lost interest. It just became apparent that, they're just not done. They're just not done. They're just not done. And all this was to lead to AJ submitting Becky Lynch and setting up for her and Becky for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at some point down the line. Maybe in Aussie Town. I love to call it Aussie Town. I know it's Australia, but sorry, fellas. Or maybe they'll hold it off till Survivor Series. But then again, it's Australia.
I think they're doing champion versus champion at Crown Jewel.
Oh,
well, they're definitely doing it with the men anyway, because we're getting Cody versus Seth.
Well, you know what? That would be fucking brilliant to do it with the women as well. Equal opportunity, damn it.
Yeah, I don't know if it stretches to the mid-card titles, but we're definitely getting world champ versus world champ, so they might do it for the women too.
That'd be cool.
I keep forgetting Becky's Intercontinental Champion, not the world champion, because it's Becky.
Yeah, right.
But
you're like,
I guess that means
what now?
We're getting Tiffany versus Stephanie Vaquer, which all for.
Isn't it like that? Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it like that one time where Steve Austin was like European champion or something? Was he the one that was weirdly European champion, or was that Triple H? No, Triple H was known for it.
Yeah, Austin only ever won World and Tag Team. Triple H won the IC when they were a tag team.
I remember. There was some main eventer that like one European. I don't remember which one it was. I'm gonna have to look that one up. But fuck, that's gonna stump the shit out of me.
Jeff was European champion a couple of times, and IC.
Maybe Jeff.
But Triple H was also Intercontinental champion when him and Austin were tag team champions.
That's what I'm thinking of.
And he actually won it off Jeff.
The wrong belt too. Goddamn.
Now the European, I always think of Shane, X-Pac.
I didn't ever think of Shane. And you want to know, honest to goodness, anytime I think of the European Championship, and if I don't think of Hunter Hearst Helmsley rather than Triple H first, I immediately go to fucking Lance Storm. The Canadian champ. The guy was Canadian champion. Everything. That thing was awesome. He was great. He was so great. If he was only like 3 feet tall, or like 2 inches taller.
Yes.
They would have ran with that man.
Also, William Regal, European champion.
Oh, William Regal is European champion. How dare me forget about Sir William Regal?
Can we please get the European title back?
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! That's a fucking belt worth bringing back.
They've teased it so many times. They almost did it with Rusev. I don't know if they were gonna do it, and then they pulled it because it got leaked or something, or if that was just a rumor, but we got close with Rusev, I think.
It would be perfect. Or him, or Sheamus. Sheamus could be European champion.
Yeah.
Great.
Is there a title he hasn't won yet?
European.
European. He's won US. I think
yeah.
he's been Intercontinental Champion.
I don't think so.
Or is that what they were
Really
building
don't
on a
think
few
so.
months ago, that he's never won it?
Yeah.
It's like the only one he's missing for Grand Slam.
Yeah, I believe it's that. Because I want to say he's been World Heavyweight. He's been WWE.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Let's see his championships and
champ.
accomplishments. Thank you.
Yeah, he's done tag.
He is WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, US, Raw Tag, SmackDown Tag, King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, Rumble. Literally the only thing he hasn't won is the IC.
Why are we telling that fucking story?
Yeah, I think they did a couple months ago, and then he still didn't win it. Can Sheamus win the IC title before he retires? We're making a lot of demands this week.
We really are. But it's all right. That's how the fans work. We make demands.
I mean, that's how Drew got his WWE title match.
This is true. He kicked fucking Cody in the head and said, "You gave me sort of your title." Like, well, fucking don't kick me again.
That match was... I didn't expect that to be the main event. Like, I literally forgot it was happening because I was watching the mixed tag match, and then it ended with Punk staring at AJ's ass. And then it... and then it went to black, and then a commercial came on. I was like, oh, wait, that's not the end. Oh, yeah, we still got another match to go. Thought that was the main event.
It went long enough to be.
Yeah, I don't really feel like it needed to be the main event. It didn't really set anything up. It was just your bog standard WWE title match. There was no big twist or anything. It was just Cody wins.
Cody wins, yeah.
Which ain't a bad thing.
It was fine. It was fine. I don't think it hurt Drew by any means. I don't think it did anything for Cody. It was, well, hey, we're having a show. Here's a world championship match. They would do that shit all the time with that one guy that we don't want to talk about anymore with Double H, not the Triple H.
Yeah. And now his female spawn in AEW.
Oy.
MM.
Hey.
But before we get to AEW, obviously we don't really cover NXT much. Beer used to do it on the weekly, but he's been busy. Hopefully he'll bring it back someday. But this week,
Someday.
I really wish he was here to talk about this one. TNA made their invasion, storming into NXT. We saw Matt Cardona on WWE TV for the first time in a long, long time. Along with the Iconics, I forget what they're called in TNA now. The Influence?
Man,
it's something beginning with I again.
This is exactly why Beer needs to be here right now.
Yeah, but it's great seeing them back. TNA looked really, really strong.
Hot.
And obviously we're going straight for War Games. NXT versus TNA.
I am so down.
My question is, whose side is Joe Hendry going to be on?
He's going to be the ref. No, I'm just kidding. That's a fucking great question. Or if even he's going to be even a part of it. Joe Hendry is just kind of he's just kind of this. Every time that I do decide I want to turn on fucking NXT for a little bit, that's what I get right to. As everybody's like huddled up in the background or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, say his name in here, Peter's Joe," and then he pops out as a fucking like he's got like this racing jacket on or whatever. I'm like, with his fucking helmet. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? That's got done fucking driving Formula One, bruv. Obviously. What the fuck is going on? Love this guy.
So, obviously, Matt Cardona will lead Team TNA in War Games. I can't think who would be NXT unless it's the champ.
This guy, well...
Trick.
See, that's, again, I don't know if you're going to want to do that. I think if they want to do this NXT War Games show, which, hey, if fucking War Games is going to happen in San Diego... wonder where this is going to kick off. I'm down to go to both shows. I might be entirely broke for Christmas. Sorry, kids. I would think you want to save, like, Obafemi and all the other dudes for, like, real matches against other NXT guys. You're probably going to have, like, one... Matt Cardona is probably going to be the biggest star in this War Games match. Again, I'm guesstimating. I am guesstimating. I just think you could turn this into an entire like TNA versus NXT show, And I think I'm hoping that's where they go. I'm hoping they don't just do it as just for the War Games match. I make it the whole fucking show. Make it the whole fucking show. I promise you, it'll do wonders. It won't shit the bed like those NWO versus WCW shows, where NWO would just dominate like assholes and get all mad when they lost.
Or Trick's another one. Like, which side's he going to be on? Because obviously he's part of NXT, but he's the TNA World Champion.
Hey, you remember when Rock was WCW champion? There you go.
Yeah. It's the 2001 invasion, but we've actually got the A team this time.
Yeah, we do.
Because TNA's got Moose, they got Cardona, they got Steve Macklin, Mike Santana.
Hey.
And they've possibly... Well, I mean, if Trick is going to be on NXT, that means he's going to have to team up with NXT's actual champion, Obafemi, which they've been feuding lately. Or
big time. I've been seeing he wants the NXT belt, which I like. I like this a lot. He wants it back, I should say. I'm intrigued. Again, this is where I've been sneaking some NXT time, and I need to sneak a little more.
Yeah, well, I would keep an eye on Victory Road, which I think is tonight, for a possible NXT invasion. And I've also got eyes on this new TNA t-shirt, which is literally I'm Team TNA.
Yes. Classy.
Bea, where are you when we need you?
Stupid work.
Didn't think I'd see Eric Young on WWE TV again either.
No.
While we're on the topic of TNA, this is probably going to go down on the Bellend board. Gail Kim made some comments this week too about Riho, which Kenny Omega responded to quite entertainingly. She's basically jumping on this bandwagon that Riho looks too small to be a threat to anybody.
Do you remember when she was the smallest girl in WWE? Because I do.
And I also remember her iconic feud in TNA with Awesome Kong.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I don't get people that keep criticizing Riho for being small. Yeah, she's a small girl. Rey Mysterio's tiny. Nobody ever complained about him being a world heavyweight champion.
5'5". Yeah, and he's a fucking legend. He's an overall fucking legend. I just don't like the reason. God, I hate having to continuously say this shit out loud, but the reason why people don't understand or don't get it is because their perspective of wrestling, whether it be women, men, whatever have you, is in the scope of where you grew up. And us, we've always had like the bigger, stronger-ish looking women because that's what wrestling was. The big, the strong, the mighty. In Japan, go to a Joshi show and there's girls smaller than her whooping ass. You know what I mean? We talked about, you talk about Awesome Kong, Bozilla, who showed up in AEW and had that excellent four-way match. I think she still should be signed. She's the one right now in Japan manhandling these little Joshi girls and making herself look like a superstar. The reality is, though, at the end of it, it shouldn't matter how big or little you are. Don't we have midget wrestling? Didn't we have Hornswoggle and all these other motherfuckers? Why are we worried about how big somebody is or isn't, how much of a threat they are or aren't? Isn't that idea that even the underdog has the chance? Even the little dog in the fight can still have more heart and more determination enough to take down the big dog. Isn't there this beautiful story about David versus Goliath in the Bible?
Yes.
I went on a whole spizzle because it's like, it's that, like, I get it. I get it, you know. I don't have much of a fucking career. If social media gets me clicks and attention, sweet. But, like, can we stop? Then you're a woman in the business, though, too. So why are we going after other women in the business? I can go on and so much more because this is just, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense.
in an industry where we're expected to suspend our disbelief too.
I love that.
You can't accept a smaller girl being successful in a wrestling match, which is predetermined.
But again, and I love hate that we make it so easy, but it's the truth. In this sport, you are meant to suspend. Let go of your disbelief. The things that are so believable, you leave it alone. As I tell the kids at footy practice, I need y'all to use in the SpongeBob language, your imagination. Right? Use your imagination, all right? And think that there's some way that this little girl is going to beat the shit out of Chris Statlander, you know? Believe that Mina Shirakawa can actually beat Chris Statlander even though she just won the fucking belt. Somehow we're supposed to believe that fucking bullshit, crappy wrestler, little version Mercedes Moné, how the fuck are you manhandling all these people when you're a 120-pound soak of wet? Why aren't we asking those questions? You know, but because she's 5'0" in 100 pounds. But Mercedes is 5'2" and 120, so that makes it the world of 2 feet makes the world of difference. 2 feet. Yeah. I can only grow 2 feet. 2 inches. Oh, 2 inches makes a difference. Oh Lord, boys, we made it. We made it, boys.
And didn't Mercedes beat Willow this year? We had no problem with that.
Yep. Then again, because it's not about. God, and I hate saying it like this because it shouldn't be that fucking terrible, but it's not about the reality of wrestling. It is about the storytelling of wrestling. It is about the ability to, again, suspend your disbelief. Live in the moment. That's the term we should be using. Live in the moment.
There's also a very, very old expression, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And the thing is, if size equals victory, how come people never used to really have a problem beating Big Show?
Oh, like a motherfucker. They used to beat his ass like a drum.
7'2", 500 pounds. Plenty of people beat Big Show.
Oh, yeah. And it wasn't even made to be a big deal. I remember when Andre the Giant, they made a massive deal out of this motherfucker getting slammed.
Yeah.
And it was by a dude that's basically as big as him.
And he hadn't lost a match in 18 years. But he did. Also, again, Hogan also wasn't the first guy to body slam him, but shush.
Exactly. Hey, what?
Oh.
Hey-oh. I'm joking.
But yeah, I'd expect wrestlers to stick together more, but I loved Kenny Omega's response. I can't remember what it was word for word, but he did not hold back.
Kenny is the fucking best.
I'm actually going to find it now.
Girl. I've always made the joke. I was like, maybe they're doing it. I don't know if they're doing it. Maybe they're doing it. They could be doing it. It'd be cool. I mean, then again, I do want to make the stupid joke, but I'm pretty sure Kenny's getting ready to go on an excursion to Japan anyway.
Yeah.
So. Leave the girls alone. I don't understand this negativity. And then again, I have to keep bringing this part up. It's a woman in the industry with you. Like, why are we... Go ahead.
Kenny said, another day, another legend doing the splits on it for the yearly TKO gift basket.
Wow. That hit hella last second. I was like, oh, hey. Ta-da. And then I was like, wait. Oh, bitch. Love it. Love it.
Okay, right. It is time for the promo climax. Let's kick it off with the Butcher Block. Moses looks to claim the top spot of the block, while Chris Reid is looking for his first points. It is El Jefe versus the Desolator.
Go on top of the table.
Whoop-de-fucking-do. I lost. Yet again to Dad. Oh, no. My heart's bleeding. Big fucking deal. I'll beat him again eventually. And I know I will. On the plus side, at least we ain't got to see his his little whiny ass for the next 5 weeks. And that's a good thing. Speaking of whiny asses, Moses Marquez, you California raisin wannabe bitch. How you been since our last match at Christmas Clash? No, really, I'm actually asking, how has it been since our last match at Christmas Clash, Moses Marquez? Tell me, how has it been? Because, are you still trying to recover from that match? Are you? Be honest with me, are you still trying to recover from that match? I wouldn't be surprised if you ain't, because each every single time you think about it, it burns your little ass now, don't it? Now, here we are yet again in our second one-on-one encounter. This time, this is a tournament where you lay it out on the line. This is the tournament that makes King of the Mic child's play in comparison to this one. And that's saying a lot, considering the fact that you got the first ever 2-time King of the Mic winner going up against the last King of the Mic winner. And I should know, because I still got that crown back at home, just sitting real nicely on my mantle. This is Promo Climax, our G1 Series tournament. This separates the promo shooters from the promo competitors. And this one, nobody is holding back. And believe me when I say this, Moses Marquez, I am not holding back at all. I'm going to call it like it is. I am going to beat you. I am. I'm going to beat you again. And if by some miracle, Moses Marquez, you do beat me, I got a challenge for you. If you do beat me. And that's a very big if. Me, you, promo series, TV's rules match. I'll be waiting for your answer, Mr. Marquez. And, speaking of challenges, Mr. Brew Capone, don't forget that we also have a little date on October 30th and another TV's rules match. And until then, I will see the both of you. I'll see you, Mr. Brew Capone, on October 30th, and I will see you, Moses Marquez, at Promo Series. And Beer, well, I was going to address your challenge, Beer, but I got some important meaning that I need to see. Somebody that I've been trying to get a hold of for a very, very long time. But I will address your challenge soon, Beer. Oh, I will. Rest assured that I will. But until then, have a good one. Screw you, though.
Chris Reid. I am your daddy. You wear a mask all the time. I had to bring one out. It was the closest one I could find. It's probably the best one that I have anyway, but don't trip, tater chip. It's not about that. It's about this. Welcome to the climax with your name change of a millionth time. The Annihilator, the Denialator, the Decapitator, you were once the next big thing. You were the fucking the Brock Lesnar wannabe. You were the every bad guy wrestler in any movie that has nothing to do with wrestling, besides the fact your promos are also like in the. I wish I was in the middle of the woods right now, like because that's like 90%. Like you're in the middle. I'm in the middle of the woods, and I'm on a thing. So as you can tell, the competition has finally gotten to me.
the crazy thing is I was the nice guy going into this. I was super nice to Mike in this crazy long promo that finally went down. I was nice to Blade, and he came after me like nobody's business. So I can't wait for this to go around, because that is the beauty of this beautiful tournament that we have here in the Promo Climax. It is round robin, which means we're gonna go again. But from one North Carolinian to another, and the worst of them all, you're like Paul Roma, like the worst horseman ever, but that's too good a faction to be. So Blue Meanie's too cool. I can't think of anybody from the Blue group that you would be equivalent to, but it's pretty down there. It's pretty down there. You know, I'm going to be a little nice, Chris. I as a coach, because, you know, I was brought out that I don't do this all the time, that I don't have a life, or maybe I do have too much of a life because I'm not here, something of the matter. But I coach the footy, I coach soccer, I coach baseball, and one thing I absolutely love more than anything is when the children put forth effort. And so I will admit that you, my young child, make me proud when you put in your effort, when you were the North Carolinian champion, where you were all these fun things, but those were minute, those were little, those were small time, those were independent shows, if you will. A little shot at Bro Capone coming your way as well, bub. And now you have to go against the big dogs. Now you're in one of the biggest, toughest, the butcher block, the bad dog block, the big dog, bad, nasty bee, the bees. So there's a lot of bees. A lot of bees. But you're in this block, and you have some of the heaviest hitters we have, period. Myself included. Greatest tournament wrestler, or greatest tournament competitor this company has ever seen. First Triple Crown champion, first numerous. I could go on and on. You're out of your league. As I said it before, I am Joe Daddy. This was quick. This was simple. Good luck to you, Chris. I hope something comes out of it, but it ain't nothing coming out of this one. Your boy is walking away with the points. Back of the net, as we say. We go on and on and on. Up the town. Just not your town.
Some monsters don't hide under your bed. They walk among us. Take a journey with some of the darkest minds and twisted crimes in history. A brand new show from Daz Lee, Homicidal Beasts and Where to Find Them. The past doesn't always stay in the past. And when it comes back for blood. Max Wrestling presents Back for Blood, October 16th on YouTube and all podcast platforms.
Welcome back to Max Wrestling. I am the captain. He is El Jefe. Speak his name and he appears. Once again, make sure you're liking and subscribing on YouTube. Follow us on all podcast platforms and make sure you visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Go click it right now. It's a fun place to check out. Let's get back to the climax, and it's the first time ever encounter with both men looking for their first points in the A block. Newcomer Bro Capone representing the Appalachian Mafia, and Ted P. Dinero representing the CWO. It's the first time between the two who takes the points, and it probably ain't Bro.
Okay, so we've got round two
of this Promo Climax deal. And I'm taking on Dinero, Django, the kink in the system, as I hear he's called. I don't care about no kink in the system. I've got people that can take care of that kink in the system. I'll take care of it personally. And if you want to doubt me, Dinero, then step forward to Brew Capone and the Appalachian Mafia, because we will destroy you. We will destroy this Promo Climax deal. I really, really don't care anymore. You understand? It was close to first round with me and Roscoe P. Coltrane. I'm not really worried about that. But round 2 is where Brew Capone's going to shine. And Brew Capone will slap the piss out of you. I will slap that kink in the system completely out. And then the system will run smooth. Mark my words, Dinero. The kink, Costco in the system, whatever, I don't care. But just know this. After round 2, who knows how it'll go. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But I'm still going to be here running my mouth like I always do. This is Brew Capone giving you words of wisdom. Go to the bank, borrow money on it, do whatever. But mark my words, kink, Costco, Clink, Colonel Clink, whatever, you will not survive Brew Capone and the Appalachian Mafia.
Bro, who are you? Why did you come here? Why are you in my kingdom right now? Why are you standing in front of me? I do not agree with this. I attest to this, Brew. Who are you? And you're standing at my behest. Like, you're actually someone. You're something. Are you entertaining? Do you think you could do this? Is this something that you enjoy? This is something I live. There's 2 sides of me. There's this, and there's rap. And you, my friend, you shall get the rapture that they've been asking for, because for you, it is the end. Your body floats in air as if you were getting taken away. But then everything stops and you fall with the rest of them. You fall with the rest of the people that must fall. Brew, who are you? I've never cared to watch any of the things that you post or the things that you say. These things could make a blind man see. Crazy part is, bro, you think, in fact, I don't know what you think, because to be quite frank with you, you're just unimportant. We're not here for Brew Capone. You are a seat filler, sir. A seat filler. I don't even know why you stand here or try to step to the glitch in the system. The one thing that they forgot to tell you about me is I'm the one true heel. I'm the one that don't care about your feelings. This mask that I wear, I hide the pain, but I show the pain with the words, with the diction, with the conviction. You! Who is Brew? I don't know who Brew is. I just know that this isn't growing up to something that you want to do. I spare a lot and I talk a lot and you hear me, but the actions is in the verbs. And the pain is sought off. It's sought out to all of Max Wrestling. Every single last one of you. You will feel the pain. You won't understand it. But you will get it. The pain is the only thing you will get. Now, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. Because to understand it, why would you have to explain it? But for you, Brew, we have to do a lot of explaining. And that's the sad part. But this is the one thing. A victory over me, it's not for you to get.
All right, quick one. Cypher went way over 5 minutes last week and lost 2 votes. Brew was just slightly under the 3 minutes this week. So unfortunately, promos do have to be between 3 and 5 minutes. So we're going to be deducting just 1 vote from Brew's results this week.
3 to 5. 3 to 5 is a sweet spot. It's good enough for you to get your point across. Good enough for the people to get you heard, understand the what it is you're representing and how you're coming at your promo, and good enough for them to be like, this is who I want to vote for. 2 plus minutes. It's a little too short, but it's all good. We're gonna work on y'all. We're gonna fix you.
And again, it's not a race; it's a marathon.
Hey, yeah, especially round robin.
All right, let's get to
jogging shoes.
AEW. All Out, I kind of watched in a bit of a clusterfuck because I knew how long it was going to be, so I kind of had like 2 portions of the show on at once on 2 sides of the screen. And I was just watching both at the same time.
I've so done that before.
So at one point, I caught the end of MJF and Mark Briscoe before the match began on the other side of the screen.
Fuck yeah. Talk about confusion.
Right. But
wait a minute.
That only happened once. Every other match I saw start to finish.
Sweet.
I'm not sure how I feel about Cope and Cage opening the show. I thought it would be higher up in the card considering it was built around them being in Toronto. And this being a blood feud with FTR, but it was the first match of the night. It was okay. Did its job. The whole thing with Beth at the end, I think it kind of fell flat. I didn't talk about this
in the review.
Okay, here's your chance.
I get it, but why? You know what I mean? Like, I think I know there's a lot of us. Maybe DC's not in the boat alone on this one, but I'm pretty sure consensus around this is a lot of people are pretty much over Copeland. It's like, hey, all right, whatever, bro. You can kind of fuck off. But now that his wife's like, here, I'm like, crap. You're not going anywhere. Yeah, it did fall flat in my opinion. I thought it was just it was. We have to keep this feud going. Okay, well, do we? But do we though? Do we though? And apparently the answer is yeah. It is what it is. I literally said this in the review. I was like, this was Edge and Christian versus the Revival.
Yeah.
I mean, like fucking damn near move for move. Like there was nothing outside of the E spectrum that I saw that looked any fucking different other than Beth getting destroyed by a pile driver, and then AEW cutting it out on fucking Dynamite the next night.
Yeah, and it was very reminiscent of the Judgment Day when they attacked Beth.
Yep.
With Edge stuck in the corner.
Can we like stop handcuffing this? This dude needs to just start carrying handcuff keys like everywhere.
Why do we even have handcuffs in a wrestling ring anyway?
Right? You never know when you're gonna get fucking handcuffed, bro.
But I mean, what's Beth gonna do? Like, there's no female on FTR's side to fight with her. So what exactly is she gonna do?
I think this whole idea was just to fucking enrage Edge, and try to because I already get the feeling that like Christian's like, cool, I can go away now. Like I don't need to be your partner anymore. Like we don't need to do this. And I feel like this is gonna try to force him to be like, you need to be my partner. Like I need you, whatever. And well then you need to be an asshole. Maybe there'll be bad guys, or I don't know. I always keep thinking of like, oh, they could go back to being the Brood. But it's like, that's the wrong company.
Yeah, and they didn't even do it right in WWE.
No. So don't try it again. Well, I mean, then again, I'm almost no fucking Gangrel's on a Legends deal. Never mind.
Yeah, but what was he doing when they were gonna bring Gangrel back in WWE when Edge was there, and then they cancelled it last minute? I think it was because he made an AEW appearance.
Probably.
And they just pulled him from Edge's entrance.
Oh yeah. I remember that now. I think you're right. And then all of a sudden, he randomly get a fucking Legends deal?
Yeah. Yeah, now he's on a Legends deal, and Edge is in there. Now Edge is in AEW.
Oy vey.
As far as the tables and tax match goes, brutal.
The fucking Mark Briscoe with this slop bucket goes, anybody got to go to the goddamn thumbtack? What? I just fucking do it. Straight Southern. Thought it was fucking crazy. I love the emphasis on the tax, though. Like, the fact that they're like, no, I don't want to get thrown in them. Like, dude, they're everywhere. You're going to get thrown in them. No, I don't want to get thrown in them. Like, I loved that. Again, the suspending your disbelief. Like, you kind of, like, got into the moment with them. But once they went in, it was fucking ball game. MJF has to be going on vacation. He has to be going on a honeymoon or something. There's no way... There's no real reason outside of that he should have lost to Mark Briscoe. Because in reality senses, this was supposed to kind of help continue on and set up against who should go against Hangman. You're going to tell me Mark Briscoe's going to go against Hangman? I don't think so.
It was nice to see him finally get a win.
It. Yeah. He needed the win. He needed this feud to end like this. He needed, you know what I mean? The Southern boy is going to always win the hardcore match.
Yeah.
And the asshole can go away.
MJF needs to do something because I think he even said in a promo he hasn't felt like himself since he lost the world title.
It's true. So, like I said, take a couple months off. Take a couple months off. Go hang out with your beautiful wife. Go on vacation somewhere.
Yeah.
Off for a little bit.
In between those two matches, we skipped over the one that
Eddie Kingston and Big Bill that we didn't give a shit about because nobody gave a shit about. Only thing that I like is that for somebody who's been gone for like almost 2 years, or at least I think it's been 2 years, something like that. It's been a fucking hot minute for Eddie to be gone. He's still really mad at Claudio with the Claudio sucks eggs shirt, and I was like, that's awesome. I love that. Other than that, this was fine. It was whatever. Good for Eddie to be back. Glad he got a win. Fuck Big Bill, I guess. I don't understand why it's like this guy's I hate doing the who's 7 foot, you can't teach that, but it's true. Like he's a 7-footer who looks fucking tremendous, moves really well. He looks a menace. Why are we not utilizing him? Is it that? I mean, I really want to say, is it that hard, TK? But then again, I watch Fulham every fucking Saturday. And apparently it's fucking stupid hard to run a footy team. So if you can't run a footy team, you can't fucking do anything about wrestlers.
No, it's a shame that the finish was sloppy. Eddie completely missed the spinning back fist, but Big Bill still sold it.
Because he's a professional. He's a professional. It was like the Mets versus the Yankees, or the fucking Jets and the Giants, or the. And then I love DC's explanation. He got mad. He's like, "No, one of them's from Jersey," and I'm like, "Oh, fuck! Apparently that's the real insult right there. How dare you say you're from New York, motherfucker? You from Jersey?"
Yeah, I think it's Bill.
Got your ass.
But then we get Brian Keefe and an odd pairing of Eddie Kingston and Hook after the match. But Brian Keefe gets hit with a better spinning back fist than the one that beat Bill.
Beautiful.
That one connected.
You just love it. It all comes together at the end when the match doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what the fuck Brian Keith's doing. I was like, weren't you with Jericho? Weren't you supposed to be a backup? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, we don't even know what the hell's going on with Jericho.
Oh, I keep getting this like weird tingly feeling that he's gonna show up in the EE. He's gonna. I said it in the review that like I kind of want him to. Deep down, I kind of want to see if we can't get it one more time with Jericho and Cena.
Yeah. But I mean, Jericho is not what he used to be.
Fuck no, not even close. So it might hinder the match, if anything, because at least John's half of what he was.
Yeah, and still willing to pull out new moves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen him hit the Styles Clash before. Unless he did it on AJ, but...
If he did, it was so long ago, I don't remember. All I remember was # beat up John Cena.
Yeah, that was like 6 or 7 years ago.
It was
Cena and AJ.
Fucking minute ago with the club, when everybody thought the Bullet Club was going to be a real thing in the E. Nope.
No yeet. We got another kind of flat finish on the tag between I didn't even know they had a team name. The Demand.
Yeah, they just got it all random as fuck.
And the Hurt Syndicate.
That shit threw me off. I thought you guys were the Gates of Agony. No, we're the Demand. What the fuck? Weird.
Yeah. The Spirit Gun isn't a great finish, but it is what it is. I get you trying to put over Ricochet and the Gates, though.
I don't know why.
Maybe they are building up to a tag title match.
So that was actually the idea. They ended up having a tag title match on Dynamite. Pretty much what it was is it was going to be like the winner of this was going to go on to have a trios match against fucking, was it Brodito and then like Shibata or whatever? And I was like, that's not even a fucking team. It was going to be trios, and the winner of this was going to go against the trios champions. But because Shibata's injured, they ended up getting a tag match. That's what it was. And they just ended up losing. So it was like, what the fuck was the point? You're not going to beat Brodito. Like, right now, they're so hot, you're not going to beat these guys on Dynamite, especially after their win in the fucking ladder match that we're going to talk about in a minute. You know, so it's like, whatever. And then my question is like, what the fuck happened? Why? These are the guys. These are the guys that beat the Hurt Syndicate. The guys that fucking dominated the whole tag division. The guys that were starting to dominate singles competition. These are these fucking nerds. And again.
And then we get another mare match with Mercedes and Riho.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually really enjoyed the action. Riho has never given me a bad match. Never in her existence for me. Mercedes worked it well. I thought it was like a Joshi Pro. Like it felt very Japanese, and she could go to that style. It did look a little sloppy, but it was fine. I could get over that. But again, I just don't understand. I've continuously said what the ideals the ideals behind Ultimo's Dragon's 8 belts were. It was because it was technically one championship. It was the Super J Cup is what it was. It was 8 different fucking promotions as titles in one tournament. And he won it, and so he got to brag about it. It's like when the guys used to drag around the Andre the Giant fucking trophy until they realized we cannot drag this thing around every week.
I think they started making it smaller too.
I think they did. But again, those belts mattered, and I guess the trophy fucking matters more than the shit that she does. She didn't need to win. Mercedes didn't need to win. You didn't need. This could have fueled your fire to have her go get the AEW Women's Championship. I threw up in my mouth a little bit, but it's the truth.
It was just one of those. Rio's always entertaining, but this match was just a case of stacking up somebody else for Mercedes to beat.
Yeah, and I hate that. Hate it.
Finally, we got some awesomeness in the next match with Okada and Takeshita.
Boy, howdy.
And Dorada. I almost forgot it was a triple threat because it was just Okada and Takeshita. They need a one-on-one.
They do need a one-on-one. The little bit that Dorada came in and added was just the fucking, the you know what I mean? The sprinkle on top. You know what I'm saying? It just the cheese on top, the little extra cheese, if you will, get fancy on me. I fucking loved it. Hated the decision, but understood the decision when I realized I need to follow New Japan a little bit better. So when doing the predictions last week, I had talked about how I'd love for Takeshita to win this, to be the guy that beats Okada. You walk into Wrestle Kingdom with Okada's title. What I didn't know is this guy had already called his shot earlier. He's going to fucking take on Zack Sabre Jr. at King of Pro Wrestling later in December. I want to say, or November, I want to say. So, or is it, I want to say December. So that's gone. Any chance of him showing up for Wrestle Kingdom is out the door. Which sucks because technically and normally that's how it goes down. Maybe that's where like Kenny jumps in or something cool. I don't know. I could fucking dream. But that kind of defeated the purpose. So having him lose didn't hinder it too much for me. It makes me think that Takeshita is like Kyle Fletcher. His fucking when this kid finally hits that peak that we know he's gonna hit, the fucking place is gonna go bananas. This kid's gonna be an enormous star, immaculately fucking just undeniable kind of star. Him and Kyle Fletcher. It's gonna be tremendous, fucking tremendous.
Yeah, and I think either break loose from Don Callis or really heal it up.
Oh no, that breakup is coming. That breakup is coming. Trust me. I could feel it. Oh, I could feel it. After the match, they had this, like, Don was like, hey, we're family. He's like, yeah, whatever, fuck off. And I'm like, boom, that's step one. We're going to get another incident that's going to set up number 2. And on the third strike, when he turns, this place is going to, wherever it happens, it's going to go fucking apeshit. I'm telling you, it's either going to be next week or the following week on Dynamite. There's going to be some kind of conflict, and that's going to be strike 2. And then strike 3 is going to be at a fucking pay-per-view, and then we finally get to Takeshita as a good guy. Maybe him and fucking Kenny go to fucking Japan together type of shit. I don't know. We could come up with all kind of fun scenarios, but I'm telling you that breakup's coming.
Wrestle Dream is the next pay-per-view.
Ooh. Again, we didn't do dream matches for Forbidden Door. Wrestle Dream should be it. Let's do something fun. God damn it.
Yeah. Speaking of fun, I wasn't sure how I felt about this one. It was a coffin match. Mox and Darby.
Just fucking.
I don't know what it is about Mox. He just tunes me out lately.
Because like he. Somebody said, "Cool, you could totally be a deathmatch wrestler," and he's like, "Sweet, right now." Well, like when the match, no, all the time, fucking stabbing dudes in the ear and shit like a mad fucker. To me, it's a little much. It's just, it's a little too much, And then they beat the dog fucking shit out of this coffin. I didn't know if the thing was closing or fucking not closing, and then Darby's a damn lunatic in his own right, and he just wants to get thrown into shit, I guess. It was whatever. I can't stand the use of these body bags. It just kind of gives me a weird feeling in my stomach.
Yeah.
And then Park returns to help fucking Mox win because, again, that's what we need is more of the NWO ideals here, which, again, I've talked about forever. It needs to stop. Oh, God, does it need to stop? But it won't because it's over. Again, I don't know to who. And Pac comes back, and then I thought it was Wheeler Yuta that got fucking jacked. His hair and Wheeler, like, I was like, dude, it's Wheeler. Holy fuck, he got big. Oh, wait, that's who? Oh, shit, that's Pac. And for the first time ever, he had a shirt on.
I kind of like Pac's new look. Because it was just Neville.
Yeah. Basically. Just threw me off, though.
And then later on, they set the fucking body bag on fire. Briefly.
Which I thought, for like 4.5 seconds, they fucking, it gets fire extinguishers and they're all carrying fucking crazy Darby away. So what if he comes out as like Joker Darby? As an homage to Joker Sting? That would be sick.
Yeah. That's another one too. Darby's a small guy. Nobody complains about him beating bigger guys.
Well, Orange Cassidy's back, so wait for Jim Cornette to start fucking ripping him, and we're going to have to start getting his ass points every week.
Complete shocker in the women's world title match.
Oh, God.
Did not expect Chris Statlander to win.
Fucking mind fucking blown, Famsky. Mind blown. I thought, if anything, this was Jamie's time. You know what I mean? You could slide Jamie Hayter in there, whatever. Or you go with the safe bet and Tony Storm. The Deonna Purrazzo answer back in the day. But no, they pulled the trigger on Chris Statlander, which makes her the first woman in AEW to win both the TBS and the Women's Championship, which is massive. Good for her. She is an original. However, as Beers pointed out tremendously, you genius bastard, you, this sets up for Mercedes to just annihilate her and make her nothing, because unfortunately her fucking build outside of this has been minute, completely and totally fucking minute. She got thrown into this match and came out the winner, and you're like, huh? And now we know why, because that Wrestle Dream, which is what, fucking
4 weeks away.
4 weeks. I was going to say about 4 weeks out. Boom.
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné now has 10 belts.
It makes sense too. Like, I guess it stings a little less for Mercedes to take the belts off of Chris than it does off Tony Storm, who is absolutely beloved, but it still sucks.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
And also, Chris didn't just like pin somebody else to win Tony's title. Like, she pinned Tony.
Pin Tony.
It was a complete shock.
To pin Tony.
Which
I thought added to it, and I thought kind of made a hey, good, you know what I mean? Like a real putting over of somebody. Good job.
Yeah. Even Tony was in shock.
She's like, yeah, she sold the fuck out of it.
So I only wonder what's next for Tony Storm. Give her a little bit of a break, because she's just been working her ass off all year.
Yeah, you're telling me. You were telling me.
Okay, how many teams were in this one? The four-way ladder match for the tag team titles was bananas.
Fucking bananas.
Just ladders breaking everywhere.
Young Bucks, fucking Jet Speed, Hechicero and Josh Alexander. Hechicero, by the way, total odd man out. 1,000% the odd man out. This man is a technical wrestler. He likes submissions and such. And he's all doing fucking submission holds on ladders. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was fucking hilarious. And I thought it also made a whole bunch of sense, because, again, that's how he fucking wrestles. However, I want to know the goon. Whatever AEW fucking dork off had to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever the fuck he bought these ladders, and bought the good ladders. These like ladders that are made out of like fiberglass, like you can move them really easy. They're crazy sturdy, because that's the fucking problem. Not a broken ladder in sight. And dude after dude after dude after dude after dude was getting slammed through him. And then here's the spot. Brody King's gonna fucking hit this splash, right? Sweet. So that fucking means, or whatever the fuck he's gonna hit. So which means, sweet, we're finally gonna get a ladder break, right? Fuck yeah. All right, let's see this bitch crumble. And he goes, and I forgot who he lands on. I want to say it was Josh Alexander. He lands on Josh Alexander. They go into the ladder because it bends like a V, and then like a fucking Super Mario fucking goddamn like fucking jump thing. If you remember the fucking boing, stupid sound, it's exactly what that ladder did. Boing, just like that. And it damn near killed them both because it fucking shot 10 feet in the air. I was fucking horrified. Oh God, this match, but this was every bit like a Ring of Honor ladder match, PWG ladder match, utter goddamn chaos, people and bodies everywhere. Nick Jackson, I don't understand how these guys got $400,000 and they think that they could just go back to like paying people off like they got nothing but fucking money. Like, bro, that money don't mean shit. And then y'all live in Rancho Cucamonga. I know how expensive California is, bitch. Like, that $400,000 ain't gonna last you but maybe 4 months. Especially you over here paying off Justin Roberts for finally giving y'all a good intro. You gonna go broke in months. Jesus.
But the shock came after the match with the return of Jack Perry.
Yeah, it did.
I forget how long he's even been away.
7 months? 6, 7 months? I don't think it's been a whole year yet.
No, I remember he was at All In against Darby. Yeah. I don't remember much after that, but yeah, he disappeared soon after. I mean, that wasn't even the shocking part. Like, that was a nice return, but then we had Luchasaurus also return and reunite Jurassic Express.
Which is the biggest part, the best part. I think some of the boys in the TSK have talked about, like, this has been something that we should have already been going down. This is something that we should have already had been trying already. Like, why haven't we brought this? Again, trying to improve the tag division, one of the weakest divisions that they have in AEW. This is the perfect way to fucking do it. You bring back... Now, granted, the question that I have is this going to be like a heelish Jurassic Express?
Oh, no, I think they're very big face.
Or is it going to be more of like grown man in his dinosaur rather than, a boy in his dinosaur?
Yeah, Jungle Boy grew up.
Hey, the Jungle Man.
I think it's definitely the right move for Jack, though, because the whole scapegoat gimmick had promise, and it was introduced very, very well, especially in Japan, but they just couldn't carry it.
No. And that's okay. That's okay. It happens. They tried, and trust me, they tried hard, and it was working-ish for a bit, and then it didn't. And again, that's okay.
No, I think the biggest blow they took was when they aired the backstage footage from All In with Punk, thinking it was going to do wonders for Jack, and it did the opposite.
Shot him right in the fucking foot, y'all did with that. Shot him right in the foot.
But I digress. Main event was another awesome one, and even though he lost Kyle Fletcher, he looks like $1 million.
Dude, make it 10 million. This kid is it. This kid is it. He has it. He will be it. I talked about Takeshita and like where he's going. I don't know how old Takeshita is or is it. I know Kyle Fletcher's like 26. Now, in wrestling world, 26 is you're a baby. You are a baby. Because most of these like veteran wrestlers, the guys that are in their peaks are late 30s, early 40s. That's where the peaks of the most wrestlers are these days, is from the fucking late 30s, early 40s. It's where the peak is. So this kid has, in my opinion, age-wise, hasn't peaked yet. And again, I talked about Takeshita. Takeshita can 1,000% be the Americanized version of like Okada. He could be that level of greatness as far as in-ring work. And Kyle Fletcher, with the comparisons already to Will Ospreay, he's meeting those expectations. He could surpass said expectations. I don't know how you surpass a Will Ospreay expectation, but this fucking kid looks like he could do it. He really, really does. He really looks like he could do it. It's everything. Oh God, I was literally gonna list everything, but it's everything. It's the selling. It's the way his matches flow. It's his creativity in the matches. It's knowing when big moves matter, knowing when they don't matter. Just that exhaustion spot where Hangman's going for the fucking dead eye, and the timing of that drop. The timing of that drop is you couldn't have paid an actor to do it better. You couldn't have paid a fucking Hollywood actor to do a better job than that. That's how well that was. And then he had the reserve to fire back up and make another comeback for like 7-8 minutes after dying. And his poor neck. Oh, God, there's another fucking comparison to Will Ospreay. This poor kid's neck. Oi.
Fuck your neck.
Went to town they did on him.
One detail I really liked was that Kyle never once kicked out of a buckshot. Like, the buckshot's what finished him off. Because you should protect your world champion's finisher. How many people have kicked out of the Crossroads?
Back in the... Oh, God, there was a bunch for a while.
It took like 3 to beat Roman.
Yeah, that was... that's not... Again, the diminishing... I don't want to be like, I guess I make sense with the AA, but it kind of does. Kind of does with the AA, but still, the fact of the matter is, like, especially your world champion, you have to protect the finish.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, Kyle Fletcher looked great, and I hope they keep him as a heel too, because he is getting more and more popular. But keep him as a heel because, one, he's really good as a heel, and two, you need heels right now in AEW desperately.
You do?
But again, part of Mox's murder crew.
That, again, also another fantastic point. He's not a part of the Moxley Murder crew. He is a young, up-and-coming heel. He is a good heel. He just challenged Hologram for next week's on Dynamite, where he'll be him versus Kyle Fletcher, the Streak, versus the TNT Championship title versus Streak. I don't think he's going to lose, but if he does, you can go right back to Hangman.
Yeah.
You can go right back to Hangman. Trust, there is a way to do it. We've done it before. You can do it again. MJF had no real reason to go right to him, but he did. The contract thing, they kept extending it. But you can do it. You can figure out a way to make it happen. And I think that's something you could do. But again, I don't see him losing it at the current moment. So,
no, I think this was one of AEW's moderate pay-per-views, but it was still good.
Yes.
So even when they do a moderate pay-per-view, it's still very good. Whereas, WrestlePalooza was okay.
A lot better timed, by the way. A lot better timed. For as many matches as we got, it was just over 5 hours. It's a bit longer than I'd like. I really do think like the perfect time for a pay-per-view is about 3.5 to 4.
Yeah.
But 5.5, I could deal with it, especially since it started so early in the day for us over here. I don't know how early it started for you guys.
I think it was like 9 at night.
Okay. Never mind.
8, maybe 9. It wasn't too late, but it wasn't
like
too early either.
All right. That's good. At least you're not up at 1 in the morning trying to watch the shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, this was me last night. Because I didn't watch it till last night, and I was watching it in two parts of the screen at different parts of the show.
So fun. Oh, I love it.
And then finally, the big announcement last night that we got on Dynamite was TK announcing that they are finally introducing women's tag team titles to AEW. Mercedes is already rubbing her fingers together.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Like you said, there's...
Hey, you want to come back?
I think the first women's tag team champions in AEW will be Mercedes Moné and Sasha Banks.
I think that they'll figure out how to make that work. Trust me.
They look good. They look just like the men's, just smaller, like you said.
With the logo a little smaller and a fucking plaque right in the middle that says women's tag team titles.
Yeah, and I do like introducing them because it gives the women more to do other than just job to Mercedes.
Yes. Hey, what a concept. Well, they're gonna anyway.
Yeah.
At some point.
Have they? Because I've only seen like a bit of the announcement. Did they say there was going to be like a tournament or something?
He just said in the near future they're going to crown AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. So, meaning, hey, look at these belts. I had them designed. Now I have no idea what to do with them.
Somebody's going to be champions. We just don't know how we're going to get there. Because
I have no idea. I'm sure there'll be a fucking tournament of sorts. The question is
probably going to be after Wrestle Dream, because I don't think 4 weeks is enough time to put a tournament together for a tag team thing. What's after Wrestle Dream? World's End? In December, or is there something in November?
I want to say...
Ooh, isn't it Full Gear?
November.
Is it? No, Full Gear. It's Full Gear? Yeah, I think it's Full Gear in November.
Full Gear, yeah,
November
Full Gear
22nd.
is in November. Yeah, and then it'll be World's End in December.
Okay, so you could probably do
we
it
have
for
to have
Full
one
Gear.
every month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make it one of the emphasis. Then again, they've made Full Gear into a full-blown pay-per-view, so I mean, yeah, you can do it.
Should be good. Off the top of my head, I can think the most obvious tag team for me would be Sky Blue and Julia.
Yeah, because they're an actual team.
I wouldn't go with Chris and Harley Cameron because Chris just won the singles title.
Mm-hmm. So that's a no-no.
Whatever women's tag teams we got. I mean, if they do recruit,
well, you could do Willow and what's her face, Willow and Harley Cameron.
Yeah. If Chris does turn heel and they manage to recruit her into the Death Riders, they can do her and Marina Shafir.
That's a good one. But I don't think she's going heel unless she loses.
I don't want her to either because she's going to drop that title to Mercedes and Mercedes is going to get hated for it anyway, so you may as well keep her face.
We can boo her now. Haboo.
Ooh. That's also what a lot of people thought the big announcement was going to be, and I haven't really seen anybody disappointed by it. Even though it was expected, I think it's a welcome surprise. Not a surprise. A welcome announcement that a lot of people have been clamoring for.
Oh yeah. Again, as you said it perfectly, it's gonna give the women something else worth doing, something else worth a damn. You're gonna give some prowess to this women's division, and then hopefully some of these ladies that are hanging out in catering can finally come out and wrestle. Yeah,
because the problem they've had this year is they've had two singles women's champions that have just been pushed and pushed and pushed. It's just been all Tony and all Mercedes.
All the time.
Which, one's good, one's bad. So they haven't really had a chance to build any other women, so this gives them a chance to put more women in the spotlight.
Good. Do it.
Yeah, as Tony said, the AEW women's division is fantastic. I do think
it is. What
NXT maybe takes it up a notch.
Oh, yeah, they do. Sorry, NXT is hot business right now.
Yeah, we really do need to get into it more.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it is like I think NXT is actually like a 60-70% women's show now.
That's fine.
Yeah, HBK knows what he's doing.
He sure does. HBK knows. He gets it.
So, yeah, we've got a lot of pay-per-view potential coming up. But speaking of events, Back for Blood is our next Max event and is coming your way October 16th, right after Crown Jewel Perth, and features predictions for AEW Wrestle Dream.
That's right. And the promo climax continues with the renewal of a top rivalry as the captain clashes against not only top rivalry, a long-time rivalry, Blade Rodriguez.
Yeah, let's do it again. I think it'll be our third match.
I want to say fourth.
Third or fourth. It's one of those two. Let's go. Meanwhile, in Block A, unfortunately for the CWO, teammates clash once again, but this time it is AT Rustler versus Ted P. Dinero. That's just the way the dominoes fall. You're in the same group. You got to face each other.
Rules is rules, boys. Boy, howdy we love it on the other side. Make sure you check out the theme song by the Captain's Revenge. It's First Blood, taken from the album Clarity. It is available right now for all music streaming platforms, along with all other Captain's Revenge music. Check it out now.
Yeah, and for more information on Back for Blood and all Max events, as always, go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Hey, buttons.
Alright, it is time for the lists. We have 2 of them. One is nice, one is not so nice, but we always check them twice. It's time for the bell-end board.
Go get them points in.
A bellend? You're a bellend, mate. Look, bellend 1, bellend 2, big veiny bellend over here.
I think we got to start it off with Gail Kim.
Oh, yeah.
Which is her first time on the board, because usually we like Gail Kim.
Yeah, she's normally a trend setter, but this one's for the wrong one. She's jumping on the wrong trend.
Yeah, the hate for Riho is old, it's tired, and I expect more from a legend like Gail Kim. So, 30 points.
30 points. Ooh. I love that.
Who we got? Who else we got?
I want to give some points to Triple H, or because again, as we've been saying, when WWE fucks up, it's gonna go to him. There was no reason for this show. None. Dip, dill, not a nil. This WrestlePalooza. There was no reason for it other than to have AJ Lee on a PLE or a pay-per-view or an ESPN special. Let's go with that now, because that's exactly what the fuck it is. Or at least it felt like. It just didn't need to happen. This counter programming, dude, like it's gonna be it just might end up being the death of one of these companies. And if it ends up being AEW, that's not surprising. But I do know that this isn't gonna be able to continue. You said it at the top of the show, and it's something that I don't think we really truly emphasized on at the end of it, was this pay-per-view fatigue. Like, dude, you guys are killing the wrestling fans. Like, yes, we got a 5+ hour show from AEW, and then almost immediately, actually, no, right after, some of us were having to screen the fucking other show because they started before the other one ended, and then you had to watch that with matches that didn't really matter, other than, like the fucking Brock Lesnar return, like AJ Lee return, and Cody and Drew, because. So it just relax. Just have better programming. That's it. That's all you need. I promise you. I swear to the Lord above that we don't need any more than that. We just need better programming. Listen to us, and you'll be in the good. I'm gonna leave it at 20. I wish I could do more. I'm only gonna do 20 because, again, I get it.
Yeah, and we're also giving him a lot of points this year. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
some slack.
If you're gonna counter program, do something big, make it worthwhile, make it something worth choosing between. Counter programming just for the sake of it is tedious.
Tedious. That's beautifully put. Beautifully put.
Who
else have we got?
I'm gonna give a very small 5 points to Eddie Kingston, and I hate myself for it. But it was your big return match. We haven't seen you in a long time, and then you fuck up your own finisher.
Hey, I love it.
Sorry, Eddie. 5 points. It's not much.
Just 5. 5 is no big deal. Was there anybody else who was making doucher in this match?
Well, I mean, I wish I knew who the producer was for the mixed tag at WrestlePalooza to know who to blame for fucking up that finish. Well, not the finish, but the second half of the match getting all clusterfucky.
Yeah, the second.
So, whoever produced it...
I wish I knew, too.
I'm going to try and find out, actually.
Actually, yeah, let's see if we can't figure that out. I'll try to think of somebody. He debuted women's tag team championships. He gave us a pretty decent pay-per-view. Completely nothing Dynamite, but the guy still can't talk on a mic to save his life. So I want to give an easy 10 points to TK because fucking hell, that was awkward.
It was a little more controlled than his usual, but yeah.
Yeah, but it made it way more awkward.
Oh, this is awkward.
Be a lunatic if it makes it easier.
I really don't want to give Bell points to this guy because I really like him and he usually produces great matches, especially for the women. But it was TJ Wilson.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to be nice and just give him 10 points. Because most of the match was... I enjoyed most of the match, but it just fell apart near the end. There was a good spot, though, where everybody was hitting somebody else's finisher. Like, Punk hit a curb stomp. AJ hit a manhandle slam. I think Becky may have done an octopus. I don't know, but there was definitely some finishing move stealing going on.
Yeah, there was that. Hell, fucking Edge hit a goddamn, was it 5-knuckle shuffle?
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
Other than that, I don't think there was anybody did anything wrong.
I think we're good this week. I mean, I don't want to keep going off the spectrum to do other bullshit because we could be on that every week. So for what it is, we'll take it.
Yeah, we're not being too nasty on the Bell End board this week, but we do have another list.
Not this week.
Let's check this one. It is time for the Bruv board. Bruv.
Bruv.
Bruv, bruv, brother, bruv, 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 brother.
There was a lot of good stuff this week for the Bruv board.
So neutral.
You want to kick it off?
Kyle Fletcher.
Yes.
Kyle fucking Fletcher. And that should be his new name. Not the Proto Star. It's Kyle fucking Fletcher. Jesus Christ, this kid is outstanding. And again, he's a fucking kid. 50. An easy 50. How do you went in there with the redefined Hangman Adam Page? Not the fucking Hangman Adam Page of 6 years ago. The redefined Hangman Adam Page. This fella's got abs now, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? And you went in there and you made him look like Hangman of old. You kind of made him have to go, like, hold on, wait a minute. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. That's how good this was. You had me convinced as a fan, and I think Rob as well, for 20 plus minutes of the 30-something minute match the old gentleman had. I was like, if Kyle Fletcher doesn't win, that's the wrong move. I was that convinced. That's how much I was loving this match, where I was like, Kyle can win today, right now. Make it happen. Fuck Hangman. And then it turned into, all right, I get it. Hangman's gonna win. He has to win. Makes the sense. But Kyle's ready. Kyle is there, baby. He's on that level. He ain't below the level. He's there. Just give him another chance, and he's there. So an easy 50 for Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, nice. I'm also going to give, I don't know, let's go 30. 30 points to Chris Statlander.
Hey, congrats.
Like you pointed out, making history, first TBS and Women's World Champion in AEW. Completely unexpected surprise, and she dethroned the mighty Toni Storm. So, 30 points for Chris Statlander. And I really hope we're wrong and she's not just a transitional champion.
Please no. Who
Uh,
else can we give some points to? I want to give. Who are we going to give? Riho for being just fucking great. 25 for somehow making Mercedes look good. Thank you for that. I know it's difficult.
AJ Lee for her first match back.
AJ
She looked
Lee's a
good.
given. No, she looked great. She looked like somebody who hadn't been out.
Yeah, still moved so well. Great mannerisms, as always. And just seamlessly transition into that octopus stretch every time.
Every time.
Also
Excellent
for
work.
distracting her husband.
Oh,
Let's go
boy.
25.
If that ain't your reaction behind your lady, I don't know who you is, and you must not like your lady that much. That boy said. What's worse is actually, and I have to keep this. You know what? So now I want to give fucking 20 points to CM Punk for just being a man, just for being a simple man. Because not only was he chasing her up the fucking ramp and I love that, by the way. I had to share that to my wife and be like, yep, that's exactly. But there's another shot from somebody that they were in the stands, they were fucking ringside or whatever, and she's all like on the thing and cheering. He's just,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's it. That's right. You know what, ladies? I hate to break it to you. That's love. That's love. We're simple creatures.
On the flip side, I'm going to give 30 points to both Seth and Becky for
Hey,
their attires. Very interesting choice.
coming in like SpongeBob and Patrick.
Well, not even that.
Together.
The color scheme of their matching outfits were apparently for suicide awareness.
Oh.
So, love
Well,
that.
then, I'm a dickhead for calling him SpongeBob and Patrick. But hey.
Oh, the entrance attires were definitely that.
Yes. SpongeBob and Patrick.
What did I say? 25. So that puts Becky on 70. Seth on 100.
Attaboy, Seth.
Good for you.
Guy's awesome.
We got to give our weekly points to Rhea Ripley, but I might add an extra 5 this week for looking like she could easily fit into the next Avatar.
Please.
Covered in that blue poison mist. So,
fucking yeah.
25 to Rhea.
25.
280 points.
At this point, if we're going to start giving hotness points away, I mean, in fact, like Stephanie Vaquer needs to be on the list, but we'll save that for another week.
I mean, we should give her points anyway, because she
won
the women's title.
That fucked up. 30 points. Congratulations on being the new women's heavyweight champion. Much deserved. I hope the lengthy run is in the books for you.
Yes. And I think that's it for this week.
Nice.
Unless we're going to dish them out to Jack Perry.
Fuck it. Why not? Let's give it to the Jurassic Express for a tag team that we've been that deep down I think a lot of us have been wanting back. Glad to have him back. 25, and you know what? Throw them right in the tag team title mix. Right in the tag team title mix.
Yeah, I always enjoyed Jurassic Express, and they brought back the old theme.
Oh God, I love that theme. Oh, I love that theme.
It's a vibe.
You're telling me.
We should probably finish it off with some points for Stephanie McMahon, because we haven't even mentioned it.
Oh, that's right.
Being inducted into the Hall of Fame, which I will defend. I'm all for it. She has done so much for particularly the women in WWE.
Oh God, couldn't it? Yeah, I think I said it in the review. I loved it because fucking Biker Taker comes out. I love that. I fucking loved it. And I was like, hell yeah. And then he's all like, can I sit here? If I can get to say no, like, whatever. And then it does the whole thing. It's a beautiful moment. Made her cry. And yeah, I had this discussion with a casual fan, and they were like, so she's getting in because she's Stephanie McMahon, right? I was like, do you know what Stephanie's done for this company? Like, when I was a kid, this poor girl was getting kidnapped. You understand me? She was getting kidnapped. She's like, I fucking love Taker, so we have a long history together. I was like, motherfucker, you try to crucify her, okay?
And marry her.
And take her virgin blood and shit. Like, don't you forget. I remember everything your ass did, some bitch. But I thought it was hilarious. It's a great fucking moment. But other than that, like, she's brought so much, just so many as to what she's done for this company, not to this company, but for this company. It's ridiculous. Her and Triple H as a competitor, as a character, as a board member, as a boss. All the things, check them. They've all been quality. I remember when there was people clamoring for her to run the business over her dad, and now it's her husband over her. But I trust me, I'm sure she's still got some voice in it somewhere. So congratulations, 50 for Stephanie McMahon.
All right. That's 110.
She was almost sacrificed once.
Yeah. And Taker burned her teddy bear.
Not the teddy bear.
Damn the teddy bear.
Damn the teddy bear.
All right, that closes it up this week. So thank you very much for joining us. Before we go, let's finish it off and find out what's in store with the TSK with Click Talk.
So lots going on with the boys. The TSK is coming at you, not one but two shows. We did both an All Out and a WrestlePalooza review. Again, I didn't explain to y'all, but some things happened in the home. As you can tell, my background's a little bit changed just by a little bit. I had some major issues happen. Could not get to the computer, but don't trip, Tater Chip. Both those episodes will drop as soon as I can. I'm going to try to get them dropped today, probably after this episode drops. So let's hope and pray on that one. But there is more to come Trust me, way more to come. These boys they're antsy, they're waiting for some more. So whatever other shows we can get a hold of, we definitely will. There is a small chance we could be doing an in-person review of War Games from San Diego. Only if the ticket prices come down, so we'll keep you involved in that one to figure that out. And are you ready for this one? I hope you are, because I know one man in particular is listening, and I want him to stay ready for it. The other man, if he's interested, we're down for the cause. The Max Footy Pod has been literally right here on the forefront of my brain, and for two reasons. One, because we are literally starting the Premier League season, and all the footy around the world is following suit, but except for here in the United States, where we're getting ready to switch gears into what we do around here, which is the playoffs. Rather than just finish the season and whoever's got the most points wins, that wins our supporter shield, which this lovely squad is just 2 points off of being the number one team to win the supporter shield and have a number one spot in our playoffs to go for the MLS Cup. So again, my invitation is now being thrown out to the one, the only, Corey Cypher, the man who wants to be talking the footy, the man who fell in love with it from afar. His team is Charlotte. They're looking for a good playoff run, and with the playoffs starting, it's time to bring it back. So my invitation to Corey to talk this MLS playoff, Major League Soccer, and another one to Beer to talk about the Prem. Granted, you don't want to talk about United right now, but they beat Chelsea, and that's a dub, no matter what. No matter what. So make sure you're following all the fun socials so you're attached to everything, so you know when it all is going down. Evil Twitter machine is the first place, and of course Facebook is the next place. But check us out on the Twitter, Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Podnet, Max Football Pod. And again, check out the beautifully done website where all these links and a whole bunch more is there. MaxWrestlingNet.weebly.com. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button right here on YouTube. Start here on YouTube. Head over to Facebook where you can be a part of the voting and all kinds of other fun stuff. Trust me, EVPs, all kinds of other fun shit. You got to be a part of Facebook. And then Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and any other fun social you may find us on. Follow us everywhere, as the big cats say.
Yes, and if you want more alternative content as opposed to wrestling, I do have 2 more shows that have just been dropped last week. You can check out 5 Films to Die For with my first guest, Mike Larkin. If you like your movies, that is Mike and myself talking about his top 5 favorite movies of all time. And yes, we did talk about Ready to Rumble, because, of course, you got to talk about Ready to Rumble. The films. On the screen with the films. And, of course, we did talk about My Cousin Vinny, too, because...
Fuck yes.
To
you kidding me? To Utes.
And other than that, I also got a new solo show. It's only about 20 minutes long, so it's not a long one. It is called Homicidal Beasts and Where to Find Them. The first episode is up right now about H.H. Holmes. It is basically a show about serial killers. Historical serial killers.
Historical. So they did.
Check both of them out now. They're on the Max Wrestling YouTube channel. They're also on podcast platforms, SoundCloud, Spotify, the works. The works, baby. There will be another 5 Films to Die For coming soon, whenever I can record with the next guest, which is none other than Mr. Daniel Crimmins.
Hey, now we're talking.
He called next.
I'm sure he did. That sounds like DC.
So go check that out and keep an eye out for the next episodes. I'm also working on the next episode of Homicidal Beasts 2. So don't forget to head to the Max Wrestling website to cast your votes in the Promo Climax. The link is right at the top of the webpage, or you can just go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com/vote. If you're watching after Max after this, you can also leave your vote in the comments. That does count. And that is it for now. We will see you next week as we move into spooky season. And your 2 Promo Climax matches in the first week of October are AT Rustler versus Moses Marquez, a rematch that we all are clamoring for, and Cypher versus the Phoenix. 2 big matches between 2 pairs of longtime rivals. Oh, what a way to kick off October. That is it for this week. Goodbye. And good night. Bang.
Coming after them 22-centimeter pythons. Watch your back.